Welcome back to the Outdoor Journal and my tour of Maui. We're en route from Honolulu Bay to Kapalua Bay, where we'll trade in our kayaks for masks and fins to see what's under the water. When preparing for an ocean kayaking trip in this part of the world, it's always important to take note of the season and the time of day you plan on going. Otherwise, you could wind up working against the elements instead of with them. Usually mornings are the best time to go, as the winds will be at their mildest. Luckily for us, the waves aren't too high and we're moving along the coast with the wind at our backs. Seeing Maui from the water like this makes one think of how the first Hawaiians must have seen this island. What were they thinking when they first approached it? Once we get through this narrow rocky channel, we'll arrive at our destination. I can hardly wait. And it looks like Jason and Adam are having as good a time as I am. If this is any indication of what's to come, I know our dive is going to be spectacular.
Okay guys, so we're going to come in here. I'm going to be tying up right here to this loop that I got right here on the rocks. Okay. It's mooring right here for us. So what I want you guys to do is just kind of sit tight for a second. Try and keep yourself off the rocks. Okay. Once I wave you guys on over, then I'll be attaching you to each of the back of each other's kayak.
I'm all over it.
Perfect. Just stand by for a moment.
And no hooey, huh?
No hooey. You did pretty good so far. The hair's still dry.
No hooey. Woo, that is a great trip around there.
Nice, huh? Not too overexerted, so we've still got lots of energy to go do our scuba dive here. Well, this is probably the most common time that people hooey, because you get a little excited because now we've reached the dive site, so you just want to keep it down. Keep it in the kayak.
Yeah, baby.
Kapalua Dive Company has been at this location since 1989. We got the original kayak dive going out of here, out of this location. Well, out here at Kapalua, on our kayak dive, is actually going to take us to an area where we're going to see some of the larger animals that are here in Hawaii. Some of the turtles we'll see, some of the larger fish like ava, alua. We'll see some of those guys out there. Lots of stuff hiding in those cracks and crevices. We got eels, octopus, turtles, all types of stuff. Scorpion fish blending in with the reef. And you're going to start seeing it as soon as we drop down underneath the water. Where I have the mooring for our kayaks, actually as soon as we go down that line, right when we hit the bottom, I'm going to start pointing stuff out throughout the entire dive. I'll be non-stop, just showing you one thing after another.
Hawaii's coral reefs emerge like an oasis at the edge of a vast submarine desert. Hawaii's isolation has produced a complex reef ecosystem that's more than 1 million years old. And much like the animals in the Galapagos, interdependency is the key here. As you can see, this eel doesn't mind rooming beside the neighboring lobster. But I still haven't spotted my turtles yet. My search continues. It was a famous architect who once popularized the phrase, "God is in the details." Although he was talking about architecture, he could have just as easily been talking about the reefs surrounding Maui. There's tiny treasures to be found everywhere if you're willing to look closely enough. I almost missed this little eel hiding among the rocks. And finally, we spot what I've come here for, a sea turtle. Wow. The most common turtles you'll spot around Kapalua Bay are the honu, as the Hawaiians call them, or the green sea turtle, named for the color of its body fat. Sea turtles are ancient members of a group of marine reptiles. They inhabit all of the world's oceans and can live for more than 100 years. Since the turtles are air breathers, just like you and I, they can only remain underwater for a limited time before they have to resurface to breathe. When in motion, they can hold their breath for about 25 minutes. But when resting on the bottom or wedged among the rocks, a turtle can hold its breath for approximately 2 hours. Can you believe it? There's another turtle. What's also unique about the turtles in Kapalua Bay is that they are non-migratory, so you can spot them all year round. It's not uncommon to visit a dive site and see the same turtle every day. I couldn't help feeling as I watched the turtles circling our crew that it was giving us its greeting, allowing us a few moments with it before departing for a quieter place. And I promised myself I'd see him again. Maui in Hawaiian is a magic word, and I can't think of a better way to describe my visit.